Okay, so Ev mentioned about a day in the life of someone with IBD, and a family member or friend can take part. So while she was testing out her stoma kit that she has to practice with before her surgery, I decided to join in as well. So we've got a mix of videos. Some of them are humorous, and I don't want anyone to take offence by those, because we're not making light of this situation, because it's a very serious issue. But this is how we deal with it. We use a lot of humour to get by. We've known each other for 11 years. We both have health issues, and we've always dealt with these issues by using humour. It gets us through the days, especially the bad ones. So I hope you enjoy the videos. Right. These videos, some of them are daft, but just ignore it.
We're actually filming an intro. How do you feel?
Well, they were comfortable with my jeans, but not now. Jeans are totally out of the question. So I've got a solution to it. I've brought it out and I've fastened my jeans. So I would put the t-shirt over the top, but then I feel like this isn't supported.
Emptying time.
We're going to have to do this again. I came out with some force. No. Take two.
Take two.
The thing's going to burst now.
Take two.
Oh, careful.
Yay!
Right, my thoughts, since I've emptied it, I walked back and it was like a balloon attached to me. So obviously I've done something wrong, because I've emptied the liquid and come back with a load of air in it. But I don't have an actual stoma, so how's the air got in there? So I'm going to undo it. I know this should, hygienically, if this was real, you'd be in a bathroom. I'm going to flatten all the air. This is just water. So I guess that would be a problem. That's better. Right. My first thoughts, because I know absolutely nothing about this. When I've got the bags, I expected that they'd be made out of a thick rubber. I don't know what was in there, some sort of hot water bottle material, God only knows. But I expected it to be really thick, much bigger, so it would be really awkward, heavy, and feel that you wouldn't be aware of it. I have gastric issues as well. So, but when they came and they felt so silky and thin, I then thought, are these going to be good enough? And I'm absolutely amazed at what they hold and how you don't feel that it's there. They stick really well, which has amazed me as well, because I've heard so many things from many years ago about these things coming off and all kinds of horror stories. And it's put my mind at rest for Ev, because they've once these things stick, I have no idea I'm going to get this off. I think it's super glued. This one is going to be stuck to me for life. So that's it. I'm really happy about it. And I'm a lot more confident for Ev now for when she has a surgery.
Come on, what's the update?
Right, the update. I was just listening to music and I thought, I'm doing this for Ev, but this is absolutely nothing like how it's going to be for Ev when this is real. This is just me getting a feel for what this bag is like, but obviously it's not the same. And I just thought about the stoma and what it's going to be like, and I thought I'd just have a feel, see where this one is, and it's disappeared. Because it's come off. And it's actually this will never happen to anybody that has surgery, but mine's actually fell off, and it's going to empty and get flushed down the loo, I think. I mean, why? There's my stoma, guys. It's going down the pan.
This could go horribly wrong. I've no idea if I'm doing this right.
Well, you're not piping a cake. Seems right to me. It's coming out.
There's still loads of it in there. Maybe I've left it in there too long.
I think that's empty.
There's still loads in there. Good ass.
After yesterday's shenanigans and fun and humour that we put into this, now's the serious side. Just to let everybody know that there is a serious side to it, as most of you know. When I first started being ill, it was quite a few years ago, and we never could get to the bottom of it, if you pardon the pun. We went to several doctors, several specialists, and she was given no answers even after a colonoscopy that showed colitis. So she was left every time she had a flare, basically with no medication, and it settled by itself and then came back and then settled until this time it was pretty bad, to a point where she got rushed in with a megacolon, which was going toxic, and nearly lost her life, which was tough on her but also very tough on us. We just wanted her to get better and she wasn't really getting answers until she'd had several tests. They kind of knew what was wrong but couldn't confirm it. She was sent back home, and she was only home for a week, and then everything went back to square one and she was rushed back in again. It was a horrible time for Ev, because at that time she knew what she was going to be facing with future surgery, with the ileostomy bag and the stoma and everything, and she had to deal with that on her own in hospital. She knew that she would be having surgery. They had surgeons on standby at one point, and then because of the coronavirus they sent her home with high dose steroids, which worried us tremendously, because we didn't know what sort of state she was going to be in, whether she'd be in an emergency scenario again. And the journey, there's been a lot of tears, both from Ev, from us, so there is a fearful side to it, a very sad side to it, but how we deal with that is with humour, and that's what we was doing yesterday, that's what we always do. So to conclude the experience that I had with the pretend stoma and the bag and everything, I filled it with water again and I slept with that bag on, and I expected it to leak or something would happen, and it didn't, which was great. But what happened, I got very itchy skin, but I don't have a stoma, and I thought perhaps that's why I've got the irritation on the skin, because the water's been sat on the skin for so long. But it made me think about people that have skin conditions, and I started to not worry much about the bag coming off or leaks, and I started to think more about the skin issues that people get. So I discussed that with Ev this morning, and to be honest, I couldn't wait to get the bag off, and that made me think I have that choice. I went in the bathroom and took it off, put some cream on my skin, and that's the end of for me. But people that have had this done don't get that privilege, you know, and I just take my hat off to all of you that have had this done, and I really admire you, and that's my bit done now, really, except for looking after Ev and being there for her through the rest of her journey. Bye.
We're on now, yeah. Here we go. This can be bloopers.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're on.
Well, you have to stop it and then start it again.
I'll cut it.
Who am I?
This is definitely going in bloopers.
Oh God! Right, I can't do this. Just right, this is a very serious issue. You must listen and take it all on board. Are we at start?
This could go on for days. You must be serious.
No.
It's going to be a whole set of bloopers.
Laugh already. Go away. I'll just tweeze my face when I get myself together.